What up, guys? And today I'm back with another video. I don't really know how to start this one, but I just wanted to talk and then maybe sing for you guys. But I have this uncanny feeling. Well, it's something I've been wanting to talk about basically forever, especially since I've been on YouTube and I've seen a lot more crazy videos. And you guys are gonna think I'm insane. But I think everything's functioning pretty well up here. I'm still breathing, right? That's all you need, breathing. And I can still count and read, right? But I look like a bat. I look like Batman. Maybe I am what Batman has, I don't know. But anyway, I just came to tell you about some of my interests and okay, so I'm good at video games, right? Or I like video games. And and basically I've been playing video games since I was like 1.5. And I also am very good at quantum science. And I'm very good at writing songs. So I think that would consider me a prodigy, right? Right. And I don't know, it just feels weird because no one else in my family really accepts it. But I don't want to accept it. It took me forever to figure out what it was and accept it and figure it out. But now I'm here. I didn't figure it out till literally I figured it out, then I forgot it. I figured it out, and then I forgot about it again. I didn't really forget, but I pushed it to the side. Everything with me gets pushed to the side because we have tension going on. That's why I'm trying to move. But anyway, I'm a prodigy, and it just sounds so weird to say. It's like, oh, I'm a prodigy. I'm so cool. But anyway, it's not that. It's something you guys should know because sometimes stuff like that can get dangerous. You don't want me playing with knives in front of your face and playing with wires in my face or whatever. Something could happen. And also, I have a couple of mental illnesses and physical disabilities. And that's why I'm telling you this. Because, okay, so basically, I have a kind of bipolar disorder, kind of, and things just, they don't, they don't look as though things are normal with me. But I can still look like myself, and that's the whole point. If you have anything like I have, your whole prerogative, your whole way of living is just to basically look like yourself. And if you do that, everything will be fine. It's okay to be weird. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay. So basically, I'm bipolar and I'm a prodigy. And see, I have one of my scientific discoveries is there's this thing There's this thing everybody has been looking for. Every kid of the 90s has been looking for. It's gonna blow your mind. I found it. There's this thing that highly talented children have, who are prodigies. I call it PPSD. And it's like when you build a world around the things that you really like or the thing and you just explore with it and you just have maximum amounts of fun and you can just do whatever it is you're an expert in, and it's like you pick one and you have your own world. Everyone has a different PPSD. Mine is Gothic Lolita. Gothic Lolita or J Goth. Have you guys ever heard of that? Which is why I like Japanese rock music and I also like stuff like BTS And I also like dancing around my room all day long. And yes, I can dance. I dance with my arms, I dance with my body, I dance all the time because that's part of being good at video games. You gotta learn how to dance if you want to succeed. All the good video gamers know how to dance. Like, see, dancing, dancing, dancing. I dance like I try to make it look elegant. I've never danced on camera before, but I can do stuff like this and this and this and this and this, this and this and this and that, and like hip thrust and stuff. There's no music. I don't usually dance without music, but yeah, there's that. And I have a theory that everyone kind of expects that prodigies may have superpowers. You know, I've used some of my powers before. I've used a lot of my powers. I used to use my powers at school like every day, but they're pretty cool and pretty strong, and they involved like the things around us and touching things, feeling things, grabbing things. It's basically grabbing within things to you so you can grab whatever you want and make whatever you want. And making things is hard, but I've done it before. And see right here in my hand, there's a stoppage, so I can't just make things all willy nilly and grab things out of things all willy nilly. And I can climb walls. I can basically stand up against the wall, which is normal for you, but for me, a person who can't walk, it feels scary, but I can still do it because I have powers. My fingers stick to things. That's basically, see, look at my fingers. Look how good they claw. You can tell. And can you do stuff? Can you turn your wrist all the way around? Like this, can anybody, or this, can anybody do this? I don't know. Or this, like the baby metal sign, or like anything like that. And I can like sing really well. Oh yeah, and I'm also a prodigy in songwriting and stuff. I love writing songs. I've always written songs. And and then and remember that poem I made for Daniel Howell? Daniel Howell? Because the truth with Daniel Howell and me is that we're friends, okay? We're friends. We've always been friends because really, I'm from London, England, and I go back there sometimes, but my parents don't agree, so they just boil out of it. Basically, that's the truth. That's what people are trying to get me to see or believe, and I believe it. And I love Dan. I love Dan with all my heart. I love Dan so much. I love you, Dan. I can't make. Can I do it? Can I do it? And also, stuff like this is hard for people with CP. Um. Anyways, that's cool. And in the way my brain works, I can make connections with things. And you know how video games work and songwriting. You know how that works. So I'm a connection machine. Logic. If you read my tweet on Twitter, I was just talking about how much I like other sciences besides biology because it's more logical. But I don't have Asperger's or anything. Mm-mm. And I have two girlfriends who are objects, like object and sexuality things. One is my DS that looks like turning right, like this, like this, I play this all the time. This is my main thing. And then the other thing I like is multiple things. She's a necklace, she's a watch, and she's a PlayStation controller. And I can just pick what I want them to be. I have to find them first. And then we can choose together what else we need them to be or want them to be. And she's also that PlayStation controller. See? Oh no, it turned on. Dang it. I'm just gonna let it go on. Anyway, this PlayStation controller, it's camo. She's not a boy, she's a girl. She can technically count as both PlayStation controllers. But anyways, I play this PlayStation controller. In the games, I love playing all games and beating them and playing because that's logical and it's good for your brain. But my main thing is fighting games because that's all I've ever had access to. I play Super Smash Brothers and I play Street Fighter, which I've been playing since I was like 5 or 4. I started with Street Fighter. Actually, I started with Street Fighter, just Street Fighter, and then I played Street Fighter 2 and Street Fighter 3. Anyways, back to my baby. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, Dan is a unique individual to me because everybody knows he knows how to philosophize and have an existential crisis. Existential crisis. He does that perfectly because he's a genius. And I'm the one who told him he's a genius. Yep, he's a genius, and his power is super strength. Super strength, yeah. And multiple people have stuff like super strength, but what does that matter? But I figured that out when we were kids, and I bet like there was a bunch of kids who had powers, and he just lifted up a cabinet full of stuff. It was filled to the brim with stuff, and he lifted it, and then he punched a hole into it, and I was like, oh my god! I could be wrong about all this. Remember, I could be dead wrong. This is just my brain at work and what I see and what I feel. That's what YouTube is for. But anyways, yes, there's that. And one thing I want to talk about is how I feel about Phil Lester. I do not like that guy. He, I don't like him because he's basically the one who separated me and Dan. I haven't been able to see him. I haven't been able to enjoy my home. I haven't been able to see my friends. I haven't been able to fit in at school. Basically, and you may not believe this, but he's the one who gave me bipolar disorder. You may not believe it, but yes, he is. And he's just kind of perverted. I don't like him. I don't like him. There's no reason for him to have any followers. But I don't know, I could be just busting his stuff, you know. I know I'm gonna get some hate for this, but I'm just saying what my take on it is. And I don't get a lot of comments anyway, or I can't see them. And I also can't see all the views, but thank you. And that's another thing I want to say. I know I get a lot of views, and I know I have a lot of subscribers, but my whole system is like not qualitated, so it's not up to date. So I can't see anything and I can't read anything. I only get highlighted comments, and I can only see about 5 of my subscribers. So, and I also think some of that is also Phil's fault. Phil is not a good guy, and you guys, and you guys have to see something. Look at the way Dan is, and look at the way Phil is. Phil does nothing but sit around and do baby things all day. Sit around and do arts and crafts. Sit around and make people miserable. And Dan does all the work, does all the grinding, does all the immaturity, does all the maturity work. And Phil is what, 20 years older than he is? And here's the thing, Phil has a disability. He has high functioning autism, which is a type of autism that basically it's like kind of like Down syndrome. Down syndrome, but it doesn't make you overweight and make you it doesn't make you it makes you really happy. So basically, he feels nothing but happiness. So no matter what he does, he will be happy. So he can pick on people, he can hurt people, he can kill people, and he will feel nothing but happiness. Okay? And you cannot believe me if you want, but it's true. It's true. If an adult were to watch him, if an adult were to watch him, or a specialist were to watch him, I'm not crying by the way. If an adult or a specialist were to watch him, they would say this man is mentally retarded, sorry to say, and he does not need to be around this individual. He needs to be around other people like him, which is sad but true. And Dan is basically housing him, because he just kind of barged into our lives and tried to take everything away because he's connected to me. I'm not going to tell you how because it'll be too much right now, but he's connected to me. We're in the same family, but I know we don't look alike. And another thing, you gotta look at the way that guy looks. Does that look real? Does that look real to you? I'll let you answer that one. But anyways, that's the truth. He barged into our lives and separated us so he can sit around and play because that's what people like him want to do. And I'm not trying to hurt people with high functioning autism. I know a lot of kids with high functioning autism. I'm friends with a lot of kids with high functioning autism. And this object that I'm with, she has Asperger's in the real world. And that's okay. That's okay. And another thing, Asperger's is very, very different from high functioning autism. That's why I love her. And she is an androgynous trans woman, okay? Okay. Don't judge her for the way she is, okay? It's just her. And it's not like you can see her anyway. You don't see the way things the way I do. So you can't judge me anyway. And I'm basically the same way except I don't have Asperger's because I want to be a boy. Deep down in my soul, I want to be a boy. And we've been working on getting the treatment and everything and the hormones, but it's way, way, way harder than it looks. And my parents aren't accepting at all. I am surprised if I get anywhere near a clinic or a doctor or anything at this point. And and the last thing I'm going to say about Phil has been doing some terroristic activities. That means gas, that means machines, that means bodily functions, that means sleepiness, that means sickness for me and probably Dan. I don't know what Dan's doing because we've only been talking on Facebook. But anyways, that's that. And what was the last thing I was going to say? And also, you guys are going to believe this or you're not going to believe this. But Dan is Jordan Sweeto. The boy with all the... No, not Dan. Phil, I'm sorry. Phil Lester is Jordan Sweeto. You can tell because they look exactly alike and act exactly alike. And you see how Jordan has all those little Nintendo plushies and video game stuff everywhere? Well, guess what? It's fake. It's all to lure kids like you and kids like me in. And I tried to date Jordan Sweeto, but he turns out he's obsessed with winning and being the best. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line with him. And you know what else he did? He cheated on me very, very badly. I don't know if any of you know this, but he cheated on me extremely, extremely badly. he did it in the worst way possible. And I have this thing called a persona. Well, I had one, but it was taken away. And it was Wolfie Chew. And I don't think those drawings are real. And I'm pretty sure I drew that picture of Jordan, the one in the pencil sketching. I know I can't draw like that in freehand, but if you guide my hand with talking, I can draw like that because I'm auditorial and it looks exactly like that. But the way I draw with my freehand looks more cartoony. It's kind of like Tim Burton-y because I can also draw because I wanted to design video games, which I have, so I have to know how to draw, and it's got like a Tim Burton feel. It's people say it's really good, but he gave her my persona and then cheated on me, and I don't think they ever did anything, but he just it's because of his obsession with winning. You see how all his friends push him around and bully him? That's because they don't like him. And he sticks around you until he gets the reaction he wants. And that's probably because he let somebody bully him. He let that happen. He got emotionally abused. What he basically, Jordan and Phil are emotionally disturbed autistic individuals. I'm sorry to say this, but it's more than likely true. I'm just using my scientific paralysis to induce a conclusion. That's how I am. I do not have Asperger's syndrome. I do not have autism, but I do have bipolar disorder. And some therapists would say I'm a sociopath. That's what I had to say. I hate saying it out loud, but that's what they say, and I don't know what that means, which is why I didn't mention it at first. But it is what it is. Being a sociopath doesn't hurt anyone as long as you don't hurt anyone. You yourself, the sociopath. If you want to go and be a dick and be all numb into feeling and do things for no reason to people you don't even know, then you're a psycho. You might as well not even be a sociopath. Sociopaths are supposed to be smart and logical and connective, not dicks who are psychotic. That's the bottom line. And I can do things that you don't think I'm capable of. I don't know where this is going, but I can do things that people people would never think I'm capable of. I'm full of surprises like this. This is a big surprise, huh? And I try to be as funny as I can in these videos. I'm actually a really funny person. I don't know. Maybe you guys thought it was funny. I was trying to make this video kind of satirical, but it is what it is. And also, as for Jordan and Phil, they were also once themselves prodigies or called prodigies. And it does matter if someone outside of you or anyone outside of you calls you a prodigy. That means something. But they, they who are the same person were prodigies in photography. If you look at his Instagram, you can clearly see that. But as of right now, it's ruined because not only would he not claim it, he wouldn't contact me so I can help him. All I wanted to do was help him and love him, but he just kicked me to the side like garbage. But anyway, he needed me, and he needed me because I am also the one who told him that. I just gave him a suggestion, and I slipped in to say is if I thought he was gonna come pick me up or at least try to come see me. So I slipped in. Okay, I said, please do not try and claim this without me because I don't deserve that. I don't deserve to be kicked to the side and treated like I was never there, like I didn't help you because I'm a prodigy too. I need to do what I need to do. And he needs my help to get along. That's the bottom line. I don't care about the fame or the fortune or the kicking to the side or anything. He needed me to get along. So that's what I thought. But no, he went a whole different route. I don't know what's going on with him now. I don't watch his channel. I'm getting out of breath. And one last thing It's not called Peter Pan syndrome. It's called PPSD. Remember that. PPSD. Peter Pan syndrome. My therapist told me because I said I think I have Peter Pan syndrome. And they said you do not have Peter Pan syndrome. You have something else. They didn't know what it was, but it was something else. And Peter Pan syndrome, of course, is the wanting not to grow up. And basically, that's what they have. Basically, they're man children. He's a man child, like everyone says. A man child in bright, colorful clothes and skinny jeans that tries to look emo. And me and Dan think it's hilarious. I've been trying to be as hilarious as I possibly could, but right now he's doing something really, really bad. It involves my ears and it involves my senses. And that's all I'm gonna say. And it involves soft sounds and ASMR and raw ASMR. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. And Peter Pan syndrome. And that's what you get after you give up on your prodigy. Not your PPSD, but your prodigy, your genius. And you try to grow. It's basically a huge fall. That's what sometimes happens. He had a huge fall somewhere. And my sister's trying to ruin everything. Anyway, I need to end this on a joke. Anyway, you can give up. You can be normal and still be a genius. Remember that. Don't be afraid to be who you are. That's my last word. And right directly after this, I'm going to sing a song that I wrote about this whole situation. All the songs I've written recently are about this situation because that's what's on my mind. Anyways, love, peace. See you in a few, whenever you come back to the next video. Bye.